Hello and welcome to Talk Wargaming. In this tutorial I'll be showing you how to paint the German infantry from Bolt Action, and as always I'll be using the Army Painter's range of paints. So here is the German who's been assembled and primed with uniform grey. Now I've used it in my airbrush using the paint, however you could alternatively use the uniform grey spray primer also available from the Army Painter. So once the miniature has been primed, it's now time for the first step, which is to do a dark tone ink wash across the entirety of the uniform, including the helmet. So with the wash complete, it's now time to start the first highlight. For this I'll be using a mix of wolf grey and uniform grey, and I'll be mixing these in 3 parts uniform grey to 1 part wolf grey, and I'll be highlighting the uniform with it. Once the first layer is complete, you can do a highlight, and we're going to be using wolf grey again, mixed with ash grey, in similar quantities to what we did before, so it's going to be 1 part wolf grey to 3 parts ash grey. So with the uniform complete, it's time to paint the gators, the water bottle, the roll, and also the strap for the satchel in Munster Brown. Once you have finished applying Munster Brown, we're now going to be using a wash of soft tone ink across the same areas. Once the wash is dried, we're going to be doing a 1-to-1 mix of Munster Brown and Skeleton Bone as a highlight on the same areas. The next step is to paint the ammo pouches and the back straps with matte black. Once the straps have been base coated in matte black, it's now time to add a highlight of uniform grey. Once the highlight is complete, it's now time to paint the boots, the satchel, and also the entrenching tools handle with oak brown. The next step is to wash the areas we've painted with oak brown with strong tone ink. We are now going to be applying a highlight to the areas that we just washed using leather brown. So now that I've completed the leather areas, I'm going to be highlighting the grey areas such as the helmet and also some of the equipment on the back here with ash grey. We will now be moving on to painting the skin, and for this we'll be using tanned flesh. Once the base layer of tan flesh has been applied, we're now going to be washing it with a soft tone ink. Once the wash has dried, it's now time to highlight with Barbarian flesh. The next step is to paint the rifle stock, and for this we'll be using fur brown. The next step is to wash the weapon stock with soft tone ink. The final step is to paint the metal areas, such as those on the rifle and also the bark buckle on the buttons, with gunmetal. We will now be adding a wash to the metal areas using dark tone ink. So here we have the completed German. Now I've gone for more of a bluish hue with the uniform. However, if you wanted to go for more green or brown, then that's also correct. There's a range of different kind of uniform colours used by the German forces. This tutorial is fairly easy to do. It's mostly a grey miniature, so it's just a matter of getting these kind of brown and tan colours correct. If you enjoyed this tutorial, be sure to subscribe to be kept up to date with any future ones that we may do, and also leave any comments that you have below. As always, thanks for watching and goodbye.